Hey there, everybody. Professor Cloud here. Welcome back for our third episode of Anno 117, the Endless version. So we made the switch over a couple of episodes ago from the campaign into the Endless or Sandbox, whatever you want to call it, where I'm trying to actually build out my island and now islands, because we have since populated a second island, starting to garner some relationships with the governors in the area so that we can move forward with the game and actually experience the game. And I'm trying to do this as militaristically as I possibly can. Try saying that word 5 times fast. Because that's really what I enjoy about Anno. It's the city building, it's the diplomacy, it's the interactions with the governors, but it's not, look, no offense to the development team, but they are not good at developing any kind of combat game. It's not an RTS game. It's a city builder game, and that's what I enjoy about it. So I hope you're enjoying it as well. Let's go ahead and jump back in. We're going to focus primarily, I think, in this episode on building out the new island, because we're going to need that to feed into the primary in order to actually get into Tier 3. So let's go ahead and jump back in. All right, so here is our new island, Titania. Not really sure where game gets these names from, but somebody's pushing our ship right out of the way. We've just really gotten started here. We've only got 10 houses. We've got wood going, but we don't really have anything else. We do have, the whole reason for this particular island was to get the fertility for resin and olives, so that we could craft the necessary things for wrapping up the Tier 2 needs over on our main island. But let's go ahead and start working towards, we did get the mackerel in place. We've got the necessary public service needs. Porridge. Let's do porridge here. And then figure out... Right, that's where the wood's coming from. I probably should have moved it up closer to the mountain. Alright, let me go ahead and put in... What have we got as far as wood? Okay, we're good. Okay. Now, I had decided that I wanted... Alright, market forces was discovered. That was the research that we were working towards. Yes, so that increased the market district's radius, which I think is fantastic, especially on the larger island, obviously. Alright, we need to figure out what's going to be next after repair cranes. Let's see, night watch, or watchtowers, gives available patrols 1. Watchtowers increases happiness nearby. I don't know what else it does. Considering we're going to start transporting things between islands, I think quarter mastery is probably a good one. Let me queue that one up. That needs concrete to move forward. Encouraging seems to share the knowledge area of effect is +1. Buildings near your spinners will produce knowledge. Buildings near your fishing huts will produce income. Alright, let me do that one after that. Oh, and it actually knew to automatically add sewing circles. That's kind of cool. I like that. I'm glad they added that in. Alright, let's see if I can get across over here, because what I'd like to do... No. What about... So if I put a road here, Okay, good. That does give me a bridge. All right, that was one thing that I wanted. Okay, so I'm going to use this area for farmland. Alright, and then we need a warehouse. So let's put that right there. Okay. And then we'll need the actual creation of the porridge, which we can put over on this side of the road. Perfect. Okay, so that'll take care of that. What we then need tunics and Pilius, income and happiness, and then this is pure income. So I definitely want to go that route first. So we need hemp. Actually, this only needs 60, so let me just do it this way. There we go. All right, so we'll let all of that build up. Let's go back to our main island. I don't think there's going to be anything to do, really, on the main island, because I can't do anything until...
You can hear the debates at the Grammaticus from streets away.
That's right, we don't have sanctuaries. And I don't have garum, because garum's another item that I don't have... Hold on a minute. Actually, why do I not have garum? Because I don't have mackerel. I don't have the fertility for mackerel. I have sturgeon on Panem, but I don't have mackerel. Do I have mackerel over on the other island? Yeah. I have both mackerel and sturgeon, as a matter of fact. Wow, this should have been my starting island. I could have gotten a whole lot further on my starting island if I had started over here. That's okay. It is what it is. No big deal. So yeah, I guess the question is, how are we going to set up... I mean, we're going to need to set up a trade route. Assuming we're even allowed to. Yeah, here we go, trade routes. Yeah, I don't have anything to do right now, but... What are trade route stations? Wait for goods, discard cargo, wait to unload. Oh. Yeah, and they do require a ship. So I'm going to have to... Okay, so let's go back to... No, okay. Let's go back to... While this is building up, let me go ahead and put in the... Whoa. Let me go ahead and put in the tunic. And let's turn it like that. Okay, that'll be tunics. So while that's building up here, which will increase our revenues, let's go back over to Panem and let's get ourselves another ship. And we'll just do a civilian. I don't think there's any reason not to have one. Alright, so then while that's happening, let's go back over here and take this ship. And I'm going to send it up to this corner. I'm also going to speed up time. So I just want to unlock or open up some of the map. We haven't found the pirates yet, and that's a little disconcerting that I don't know where they are. All right. While that is happening, let's take a look at our farmers here. Sorry, our libertas. All right, they're good up on food. They're good up on public service. They still don't have their fashion yet, but that is working. Yeah, it's working nicely. So they should be getting that here very, very soon. Yep, there it is. All right, while that is happening, let's go ahead and put down 5 more. And
our scouts have sighted new land.
okay. And then what I can do is put another 10 over here. Well, I can also put 5 right here for that matter. I could put 5 over here. I've got a little bit of space here for the Libertas. And then, as I said, it's a question of, do I want to do like I did in Anno 1800, my last run, where I had one island that was almost
Our
dedicated.
scouts have sighted new land.
Little island. Yeah, so far, most of these islands that we're finding, this one's pretty good size. But even still, it's only got...
Our scouts have sighted new land.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's not really finding a ton. Or not finding very large islands. This one doesn't have anything special. Okay, this one does have some... This one has Sandarak, which I've never seen before, as well as Mineral Deposit. Oh, this one has Sandarak. This one has Murex Snails. So there are going to be some potential opportunities here.
Waiting for your decree.
All right, so let's send you over to this side. All right, we've got ourselves a new ship.
What could you possibly require?
All right, I'm going to name this one so that I can... Tradius. I did. That's crap. All right, we're not ready to set up the trade route yet, but I do think we should go ahead and start thinking about it. So what is the first thing that we need for the plebeians?
It does you good to eat a sardine.
Uh-oh. Okay, we need to take a look at our production lines. I gotta remember where to get to them, though. That's knowledge. Here we go. Production. Tunics. We're a little short on tunics. We're a little short on fish.
New land.
Little short on Pilius. Alright, the fish is easy. Where did I put fish, by the way? Right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and put in another fishery hut.
Our scouts have sighted new land.
Alright, what has this one got? Alright, nothing special on this island. Very, very teeny tiny island. With nothing special on it. Oh, ha! So I put in a new fishery hut and then didn't give it away to actually feed it into the trading post. And I probably should have put it on the other side. Oh well. What was the other thing that we were looking at production-wise? Alright, so yeah, that fixed the sardines problem. both tunics and
Our scouts have
Pilius.
sighted new land.
Alright, both tunics and Pilius. This didn't help me answer my question from earlier, unfortunately, but well, they're not that far off. Alright, let me see what this is. So in Amphorae, that's resin. And then olive oil is just olives. So that only requires Libertas. But you do need plebeians to do the olive press. So I think we do the trade. And then this requires... Oh, you actually need plebeians for resin. Huh. As well as plebeians for the clay pit. Alright, I think what we do is we go ahead and start with mackerel and olives. Let's get those transporting over to Panem from Titania so that we can get the crafting of those. Because everything else is already here. Then that will allow us to tier up. In the meantime, let me take a look at... Alright, let's take a look here. Alright, we've got 2 hemp farms. And 1 spinner. What else is hemp used for? Let me take a look then at my trading post. Why am I producing so much hemp? It's 1-to-1. Okay, hold on. Is it something else then? Oh. That's what it is. You need it for the ropes. How many ropes do I have? 39. Yeah, I could actually create another rope maker for that matter. Trying to decide if I need to do another hemp farm. Yeah, let's go ahead and do another hemp farm. Actually, I don't know why I just did that.
It's the governor.
Okay. Actually, hold on a minute. Where's the nearest warehouse for you? Okay. That's why I didn't recognize it. It's an improved warehouse. Alright, so you can make it there. Alright, and then we'll put in another spinner. Alright, that'll solve that particular problem. Okay. Now that we're back over here, let's go back over here. Let's put in some more housing. I'm just going to run all the way across. For now, what I think I'm going to do is try and keep Titania to as much of a Libertas only island as I can. I know that's not going to be 100% possible because of what we talked about with respect to resin, but we're going to start with mackerel and olives, and then we're going to get those trading back and forth. All right, that's good. Repair cranes are done. Is there anything? See, this is all about troops. Repair cranes is one thing, but the troops is something completely different. All right, we're working on quarter mastery, which is going to reduce the cargo weight for the ships, which we're going to need for the trading routes, and going to increase cargo slots by 2. So our ships will now have 5 instead of 3 as far as the civilian ones are concerned. Wells. What do wells do? Increases fire safety nearby. That is something... Okay, I'm going to do that after we do the sewing circles and fish markets. What does the fish markets do? Increases income area of effect around fishing huts and cockle pickers. Which I don't know what cockle pickers are, but that's okay. Oh, that's the sawmill. Okay. Alright, so we need mackerel. So what I want to do is go ahead and start collecting... Actually, no, we need to start doing olives first. Yeah, let's do olives as the first trading item. Okay. So now we can start picking olives. Once we've got ourselves a good amount of olives in our trading post here. Oh, that's right. We don't... This isn't upgraded. But we can. Oh, that's something we're going to have to do too. If we want tiles. It's either that or we bring them back and... Well, we could always make that part of the trading route. I mean, we're probably going to have to upgrade the plebeians to some degree. And then we can modify the trade routes accordingly. Let me go ahead. Let's go ahead and upgrade this trading post to increase the amount of storage. Okay, so there's that. Let's see. Oats, hemp. Okay, olives are just now being being stored. Have we... You know what? I just happened to think about something. Let me pause here. I know I did it in the campaign, but I'm not sure I've done it here. So with Pan Am, have I been? I have not been. Okay, let's set... Minimum stock of... Let's say 100. Sell one above 100, yes. Let's also take a quick run around and see if there's anything that we can sell. Same thing here. Here. Salt. I don't know why the first one allowed me to only put in one number, and these others have required me to put in more. Alright, we'll leave the rest of it like that for now, then. Alright, let's make a quick run around and see if there's anybody that we can sell to. 30 tunics. Okay, so nothing for you. Timber, okay. Let's bring you some timber. Actually, we can get timber and soap. Alright, so that's Dorian.
So wary, Praetor.
It was 22. And it was 5. Oh, I don't have the soap. Okay, that's fine. Okay, finding their lighthouses is a bit of a pain, and I don't know how to do it easily.
Festina Lente.
Alright, and then this guy, what have you got? Okay. Alright, now, let's see where we are. Alright, let's speed things up a little bit. Oh yeah, we have the repair crane now. That's actually something we should probably put over here. Costs 1,000, 20, and 15. Oh, this is where I can't put one. All right. Oh, that's different. So the repair cranes in 1800, you actually put out in the middle of the water. It didn't require shoreline space. Yeah, this requires coastline space. Okay. All right, well, at least it's done now. I don't have to worry about it. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to initially set up a trade route.
We stand waiting.
Yes. That was a nice warm-up.
Okay. Been offered a gift. Holy crap, 10 grand. You've been offered a gift of money.
One of my favorite people.
Accepting or declining will have different consequences depending upon the gift-giving governor. Accepting a gift is seen as a commitment to peace. If you attack your benefactor soon after, it will give them a strong reason to dislike you. It can also tarnish your reputation.
Worth a try.
Okay. Hey, you want to give me 10 grand? You can repair, huh? Plebeian residence is in ruins? Why? Okay, well, now I need to... Where the hell is the lighthouse again?
Neptune's finest! Ready!
Oh, yeah, I've got my other ship over here that I've got to get back to the other part of the island. Actually, let's do that right now. Okay, here's another island that we found. Alright, this one has flax. I think this is the first one we've found with flax on it.
What could you possibly require?
Alright, sends you down to the other corner. Alright, so now what we're going to do is using Tradius. We're going to set up a trade route of probably just 5 tiles between Pan Am and Titania, and we're going to pick up as much olive as we possibly can, and then we can start olive production after that. So let's take a quick view and see how our olive is producing. It's not producing fast, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not producing very fast. Oh, what? Hold on a minute. I just happened to think. Alright, so that's every 2 minutes. Well, that's why it's not producing very fast. And the olive oil is 1.5. Alright, so we're going to need
Our
2.
scouts have sighted new land.
Yeah, we're going to need a second one. Okay. I'm going to put in a couple more houses here. Put in a couple right there. Oh, hold on a minute. Valeria, hold on a minute. Accepting means you will receive a summon. Oh, she tried doing this before.
Unrest. There are signs of public unrest.
Uh-oh.
Our scouts have sighted new land.
Alright, I'm not concerned about... They're being taken care of. So the unrest is okay. I mean, it's not okay. I need it resolved. But, yeah, there it is. It's already been resolved. I need to find a way to improve that. I mean, part of it is my happiness. My island happiness is low. So I do need to find a way to improve it.
Our scouts have sighted new land.
Alright, let's take a quick look. Nothing new here. Nothing new here. Little teeny tiny island. Nothing new here either. Okay. I'm not necessarily expecting to find anything new, but... Alright, let me come back over.
Kaiso Syracuse. We deal in acquisitions and human relations.
Oh.
In a manner of speaking.
We found the pirates.
Waiting for your decree. Restless raiders roam these seas. If anyone here is friendly, it is certainly not them. A ship is under attack.
I might be losing my ship.
going to decide?
Demands a donation to the orphans. Dishonorable such as if chosen you as a lucrative target for an attack. That is, unless you pay them in advance. What will you do? Pay the ransom 5,400. It changes our reputation with the Emperor. Oh, really? It leads to a war declaration?
Alia Iacta. Keep your nose out of Syra, Governor, and we'll have ourselves a pleasant arrangement.
Alright, I'm going to extend him a polite
Fancy
greeting.
counting yourself among the winners.
Well, that blows.
Always busy. The Empire never sleeps.
Our scouts have sighted new land.
Alright, well, another island at least. Again, nothing new or special. It does have gold, which, I mean, we've seen other places, but the good thing is that I think we've now, with maybe one exception, have found all of the islands, and we're not anywhere near the pirates, so we might be able to stay away from them, which that's absolutely going to be my intention. I will probably try and put up some defenses on each island so that the pirates can't hit me from the sea. Alright, let's take a quick look and see where we are with olives. Alright, let's go ahead and start setting up a trade route. Province map, change province. Where did... Oh, trade routes, over here. Alright, so new trade route. We want to add Tradius Maximus. Sorry, I really shouldn't keep laughing at that. Alright, so we are going to, and let's turn that on. We're going to load here. I'm going to do 8. We're going to unload here. We're going to load. Five. And we're going to unload here. Now, let's see what this does. If activated, the ship will wait until it has loaded all goods for this station. Yes. If activated, goods that cannot be unloaded will be thrown overboard. No. If activated, the ship will wait until it has completed all unload orders for the station. Alright, so we're going to turn that one on. We're going to turn that one on. Do we need to give this route a name? That was something that was always a requirement in Anno 1800. Yep. Let's rename the route. Olive to Panem. Just wanted the name. There. Okay. So there's our very first trade route. Excellent. Very happy about that. I am not happy, however, about our balance. Okay, so quarter mastery was discovered. That now gives us 5 cargo slots and reduces cargo load, cargo weight by 20%. I think we're good there. What? Okay, it's
so
up to
many open
6.
fires and so few precautions. Don't you realize your whole city could go up at any time?
Yeah. It has gone down. It was over negative 200 something. I don't know how to improve it, because, I mean... Well... Let me see something. Yeah, I mean, that's not going to do that much good. I mean, it's probably needed. We're just not going to get enough bang for the buck by putting them down, because it's going to cost us, what, 6 in maintenance? Alright, have we started getting olives? We have not. Why is that? Because the ship is on its way back right now. And the question is, where are we going to put the olive press? Which is going to cost us 16. And it has a health area of effect. I'm thinking right here, and we run the road up. Yeah. That's going to improve our health dramatically. Okay. Got straight route to the trading post. Excellent. Where are our ships? Oh, it's already dropped off.
Through the way!
No. How... How do I get it to return to the trade route? I don't want it to do that.
The sea soaks up every kind of blue.
Sail away, Praetor. What could you possibly require?
I don't know if that'll reset, put it back on its trade route or not.
Fancy me in a tunic. I mean,
All right, let's get Pilius in place for you all. That's something we haven't done yet, because that'll increase income. All right, we need a sheep farm. Let's put the sheep farm, say, here. And then Phileas Felter. We can put right there. Put in a few more.
Cook 'em sardines, dripping with oil, picking me teeth with the bones.
Let's go check on Panem. Okay. So the olives.
I brand the bread I sell as a mark of make and quality.
Okay. They're collecting the olive oil now. All right, excellent. So that is going to increase population, income, and health. I really don't understand why our fire safety... Oh, hold on. I think I might have a good place to put... right there.
Why, olive oil has all manner of uses.
Okay, we can upgrade to tier 3. And that was the whole point. That was the whole point. Now the question for myself is, how do we want to accomplish that? And we absolutely want garum. Yeah. We absolutely want garum. Alright, so that's the next thing then. Let's go ahead and get Titania producing mackerel. I don't know, what is this going to cost us? 8 in maintenance cost? We've got more than enough Libertas, so that's not the issue. Alright, so we'll start collecting that, and then at some point...
Neptune's finest!
Okay,
Ready?
you're not doing the trade anymore. How do I get you back on the trade? Like that, apparently. And it goes off. That is the stupidest AI I've ever seen. It was right in front of the trading post. Oh my god, that is hideous. Alright, let me see what kind of a population of olives we've got right now. Okay, good. Alright, which means that when I go to change the trade route to include mackerel, I can probably increase the amount of olives that are sent back and forth, because I don't know that we're sending enough. There's a good chance that we might not be. Okay, so we are now at plus 138 from a revenue perspective. You all are all happy.
That's why she smiles at me.
See, how are you on this island? It doesn't break it down by island. Yeah, it doesn't break it down by island. What is the Hall of Fame anyway? Apparently, your fame is 195? A new sigil for your program. I have no idea what any of this means. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, I really... Okay, here's Titania. But that's production. That doesn't help me... Oh, here we go. There it is. So our Titania balance is actually -5. Panem is 143, which, I mean, the math comes out right. And apparently there's no fear of fire, which, you know, absolutely makes sense because we're not doing anything fire-oriented. The good thing is we could go ahead... and upgrade to plebeians. Get them happy with bread and garum because of mackerel. Hold on a minute. It is producing mackerel. Why is it saying that there's... I don't understand why it's saying that there's a... that there's no fertility for this. Hey, our city size has grown. All right, let's do a couple of things here to wrap up the episode. I'm going to kind of keep this episode short because I'm going to try and do 2 episodes of Anno 117 this week. Just thought I'd let you all know that. And I just realized that my camera has been on this entire time. I do apologize. I don't normally like to keep my camera on for these videos. But it's too late now. You've been seeing me the entire time. Let's do a few things. I am going to use this area over here to upgrade. So what I think I want to do is upgrade... Actually, hold on. Let me see what these guys are waiting on. Huh. Interesting. Actually, I think what I'm going to do... Grab these. Put them right there. Sorry, this was annoying me. Alright. Let's upgrade you 5. Alright, so now we've got plebeians here. Let's go ahead and start setting up bread population. We need wheat. We need grain. Oh, crap. We're going to need charcoal. There goes our fire safety out the window. Alright, let's see where we are with mackerel. That's weapons. That doesn't help me. 11. Okay, yep. Trade routes. So we'll pick up olives and mackerel, send them over to Panem, and we'll continue to pick up the tiles. That way I don't have to worry about setting up tile production on Titania. Why does it say it has... Oh... Hold on a minute. I'm guessing... Yes. Sorry. I didn't realize that. Let's go back over here to Panem then. It says it only has 5 cargo slots. Huh. I could have sworn we unlocked. Alright, well, I'll have to look into that. Alright, now that we've upgraded... I didn't mean to do that either. Now that we've upgraded to plebeians, let's upgrade to what... I don't even know what the next tier is. Alright, let's do these 8.
The swift steeds for noble deeds.
Albion province awaits. Emperor Gnaeus Firmius Calidus congratulates you. In recognition of your achievements, you've been granted the right to settle territory in rainy Albion. A challenging post, no doubt, but clearly the Emperor has faith in you. At the very limit of the Empire, you will choose to impose the Roman template by force or soften to local ways. Choose wisely. Chiefess Voata and her Scathach tribe set fire to the last governor's villa.
Miss
You can
Scout,
now...
you impertinent beggar. I should be grateful to the wild, dead Teuton that did it. Gives me an allure.
You can now enter and settle islands in the province of Albion.
Just men are rare as white crows.
And we can now travel to different provinces. Okay, a request
I'll
from the
ask nicely. Just the once.
A new aqueduct shall be built in another province of the Empire. The Emperor requests you to deliver your part of the construction material required for this huge undertaking. No! How am I supposed to do that in an hour and a half? After you just giving me... That is ridiculous!
Friend, you know I'm the Emperor, right?
I don't give 2 shits what you are. Alright. Let's see what our third group here needs. The Equites. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. We've got wine, which that's going to have to come from another island. Cheese.
Fire has started in your city.
Really? Where? Well, it's being taken care of. I mean, I don't know what more you want me to do. Okay, back to this. Alright, so we have grapes. Which grapes we actually do have on this island. And an apiary. The hell is an apiary? Obviously, it's a bee farm. But it's missing something. I don't know what that is. There's something in there missing. And then that produces wine, which increases income and prestige. Which is nice. Then we've got cheese.
My own study of Hellenic prose requires soft cushions and complete silence.
Alright, so we can't produce cheese at all. Because we can't produce a livestock farm for some reason. And then there's the aqueduct. Okay, so this is where the concrete, I think, comes from. Alright, let's see construction-wise. Is there something new here? There it is. Alright, we need more Equites before we can unlock aqueduct. Okay. There it is, right there. Concrete. Sand, limestone, into concrete. Yeah, there was no way we were going to... I needed to learn how to create concrete and then have everything ready to go right from the very get-go. Okay, so it's repairing damage. Isn't there a way to...
What a boon by
Okay,
Cossus.
that one I can instantly repair. Huh, for some reason that one won't let me repair. Interesting. Okay, we should have mackerel here now. We do. So let's go ahead and get garum. Alright, what is... This is going to have an area of effect of -2 happiness, but increased income. If we put it there, it'll be a minor disruption. Okay, so that'll increase garum.
You can hear all they teach boys at the Grammaticus from
Okay, so that'll be
streets
garum
away.
there. We do not have sanctuary. Oh, sanctuary. Oh, but it also increases belief. I was getting ready to say, oh, it increases happiness, but it also increases belief. Okay, well, this is a good place to wrap up this particular episode. We've definitely got some things to work towards. There's no doubts about that. Especially for Equites, but we can go ahead and start thinking about wine in the next episode. But then we've got to start looking at where can we do cheese. Let's see if we can go do... Let's see if we can actually do cheese here. Oh, it actually can't be done in this province. Cheese can only be acquired from Albion. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Well, that's cool.
It gives me peace of mind that my husband wears a warm hat.
Oh, the tavern. Oh, okay. Wonder if I can stand up another tavern. Nope. Alright, so sewing circles are done. That increased the knowledge area effect, which isn't what I really wanted. What I really wanted was this one, which is increasing the income area effect. And then when we do get to Albion, we're going to want to make sure to choose the Celtic path. Oh, really? The Celtic path allows for replanting. The Roman path provides fuel efficiency. Yeah, we'll have to think about that one. All right, what have we got over here? Hospitality. Let's accommodate specialists in your cities. Unlock the cult of Minerva. Minerva is a deity focused on knowledge, teaching, and the fine art of weaving. That's probably not a bad thing. And then we get latrines, which increases health nearby. Portatores. Workforce reduces workforce needs and upkeep costs. Alright, I definitely want that. This increases the number of patrols. We're doing wells next, which increases fire safety. I absolutely need that. You know, we should probably do the voluntary vigilance to increase the number of patrols there. We need to store at least 5 concrete to unlock paved roads. Okay, so the next episode we're going to focus on getting to concrete, getting wine, and maybe going to Albion. It might not be bad to go ahead and settle our first island there. Okay, well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. As always, I hope you've been enjoying the content, and if you have, do me a favor, please hit that thumbs up button for me. If you haven't subscribed, please do that as well. And I promise my camera will be off for the next episode other than the traditional introduction. Hopefully I'll see you in that next episode, and hopefully I'll talk to you soon. See you later.